Okay, so in this problem, Amy loaned Betsy $0.45 for lunch. Amy loaned Betsy $0.45 for lunch. Now, Betsy has $2.35. How much money did Betsy have before? Okay, so there are two characters here. One is Amy and the other one is Betsy. Okay, so Amy loaned Betsy. When they say loaned Betsy, that means Amy is giving money to Betsy. So what is happening here? There are two characters, Amy and Betsy, and Amy has loaned Betsy. That means Amy is giving money to Betsy, and Betsy has to give that money back. She has to give it back to Amy, maybe 10 days later, or like 1 month later, or 6 months later. She has to give that money back. Okay, so how much money did Amy give to Betsy? So Amy, the amount of money that Amy gave to Betsy is $0.45. Okay, so now, so Betsy got the money from Amy. So now she has $2.35. So this $2.35 money that Betsy has is inclusive of the money that Amy gave. So now Betsy has $2.35. So what we have to find here is how much money did Betsy have before? That means how much money did Betsy have before Amy gave her $0.45. So before Amy gave her $0.45, how much money did Betsy have? So that is what we have to find. So here we have decimals. If you see, so there's a decimal point in this value, and there is also a decimal point in this value. So when we subtract, we don't do all those decimals, but when we add, if you see, the decimal point is here, right? So if you see the decimal point, so it's here 0.45, and the other value is 2.35. So if you see, the decimal point is 2 digits, so these are 2 digits to the left. So it is 2 digits here also. The decimal point is 2 digits to the left. So the thing is, when we write the answer, we have to keep the decimal point 2 digits to the left. Let's do the problem. So now Betsy has 235. Let's make it into a whole number. Okay, instead of a decimal number, we are making this 2.35. So we are making this 2.35 into a whole number instead of writing decimals. But we'll change the answer using decimal. So when we write the answer, we will move the decimal 2 digits to the left. Okay, so 2.35, and then, so this is the money that Betsy has. And now, so before buying loan from Amy, so that means she got some loan, right? So loan money. So we have to subtract that loan money. Instead of writing 0.45, we are just writing 45. Okay, we are just writing 45. We are going to subtract it. What we are going to do? We are going to subtract it. So same number minus same number, 5 minus 5 is 0. We cannot 3 minus 4, we cannot 2, since this is a small, since the 3 is a small number, we have to borrow from the next column. So we will borrow from here, and it will become 13, and this becomes 1. So 13 minus 4 is 9. That 1 comes down. So the answer is 190. But what we have to remember here is where in the question it is in the decimal place. If you see here in the question it is in decimal place, 0.45 and 2.35. We changed into a whole number. So here in the answer we have to remember to keep the decimal place 2 digits to the left. So this is the 1 digit and this is the second digit. So we have to move the decimal 2 digits to the left. That means we have to keep the decimal here. Okay. So when we keep the decimal here, we have to write the unit in the front. So it's $1.90. So while writing the statement, we can write like this. How much, what is the question? The question is, how much money did Betsy have before? So how much money did Betsy have before? We can write Betsy had $1.90 before. So Betsy had $1.90 before. So that is the statement. Don't forget to keep a period at the end of the statement. Okay. Okay, the next thing that we will see is, let me draw a number line. Okay, so that is a number line. And then let me draw the number. So the 0 and 1. So 0 to 1. Let me do 0 to 2. Okay, so in the halfway between 0 and 2, the halfway is number 1, right? So between 0 and 2, what is there? Number 1. So now let us mark the points. So here it is 1/4, this one is 2/4, and this one is 3/4. So 1 we have, it's 4/4. So 4/4 we write it as 1, and then that means so now let's divide. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay. So here it goes 1 1/4, 2 2/4, 3 3/4, and then this one is 2. Okay. Okay, I'll show you. Oops, no, I made a mistake. Okay, so this is 1 2/4, 1 3/4, and this is 1 4/4. So you know 4/4 is 1, so it will become 2. Okay, so 1 plus 1 will become 2. Okay, so this 1 4/4 can be written as, so 1 1/4 can be written as, so these two will multiply. Okay, so these two multiply, so 1 times 4 is 4, and then we have to add it with this one, so plus 1 equals 5/4. Okay, so 5/4. So 1 1/4 will become 5/4, and this one 1 2/4, that number will become, so we have to multiply, we'll be multiplying these two numbers, so 1 times 4, and then plus this number plus 2 by denominator. So 1 times 4 is 4 plus 2/4. which is 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 by 4. So 1 2 by 4 will become 6 by 4. Now, so let's see 1 3 by 4. How can we write 1 3 by 4? Okay, 1 3 by 4, how to write? So that's a mixed fraction. So we have to write in improper fraction. Okay, so let's do it. How to do this one? So we have to multiply 1 times 4 and then we have to add this number. Okay, so let's do it. 1 times 4, okay, and then we have to add this number plus 3, and then the denominator 4 goes down. Okay, so denominator 4 equals, how will you find it? So 1 times 4, what is 1 times 4? 1 times 4 is 4, so 4, and then we have to add this 3, so we write plus 3, and then we are doing this 4, so divided by the denominator 4. So 4, what is 4 plus 3? Now let's add what is 4 plus 3. 4 plus 3 is 7 by 4. So what goes here? 1 by 4 is 7 by 4. 1 by 4 is 7 by 4. Okay, so let me write the same number line again. So this is 0, 1 by 4 goes here, 2 by 4 goes here, 3 by 4 goes here, and then 1, and then so 1 by 4, can you see this one? So this 1 by 4 can be written as 5 by 4, and then this 1 2 by 4 can be written as 6 by 4, and then this 7 by 4 can be written as the 7 by 4 goes down, and then the last number is 2. So this is the number line. So this 2 by 4, if you see this 2 by 4, this 2 by 4 also can be simplified and can be written as so let me erase it. It can be 2 by 4 can be written as 1 by 2, half. Okay, so one more time I'll show you how to convert a mixed number into fraction. So 1 by 2, so this is a mixed number, right? This is a mixed number. How to convert it into a fraction? So let's see, equals, how to do it? So we have to multiply these two, so that means 1 times 2, and then we have to add this number. Okay, how to do that? So we have to add that number, so plus 1. So we can put this one in parentheses. We can put these two multiplication numbers in parentheses. So I've done the parentheses and divided by this number, which is denominator here. Let's write the same denominator on the bottom. Okay, so now you have to simplify this value which is inside the parentheses. So let's simplify that value which is inside the parentheses. 1 times 2 is 2, and then let's add this 1 which is next to the parenthesis. So plus, let me do the plus 1, and then the same divided line and then let's write the same denominator to the bottom. So divided by 2. So you know what is 2 plus 1? What is 2 plus 1? 2 plus 1 means 3, right? When you add 2 plus 1, it is 3. And then the same divided line goes down, and then the same 2, which is the denominator here, we write the same 2. So 2 goes down. Okay, so 1 by 2 is what? 3 by 2. 1 by 2 is 3 by 2. Okay, so now let's see the question. Write the fractions in order from least to greatest. So what is the question? The question is write the fractions in order from least to greatest. So least means smaller number, greatest means, so least means smallest number, the greatest means biggest number. So we have to arrange or write the fractions in order from least to greatest. Let's see what all fractions are given. So the fractions are 3 by 3, 2 by 3, 1 by 3. Okay, can you imagine or guess which fraction will be the least? Okay, so I'll show you how to find it. So I'll draw a rectangle and show you. Okay, the rectangle should be in same size. Okay, since the denominator is 3 everywhere, right? So since the denominator is 3, let me divide it into 3 equal parts. 1 to 3, 1 to 3 parts, 1 to 3 parts. Okay, so when it is 3 by 3, that means we are shading all the 3 parts. When it is 2 by 3, we are shading only 2 parts. When it is 1 by 3, we are shading just 1 part. So let me shade it neatly. So 3 by 3 will look like this. 2 by 3 will look like that. And 1 by 3 will look like this. So which one is the least? When you see the picture, you can imagine which one is the least. Okay, so the least one is 1 by 3. So let me write. So this is the least one, 1 by 3, because the part colored is very very small compared to the other fractions. So that one comes first. So 1 by 3 goes there, and the next fraction is little bit bigger, is 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 goes next, and then the next fraction, which is the biggest in size, which is all covered with color, is 3 by 3. So that fraction goes the last. So this is the order of fractions from least to greatest. Now let us arrange the same fractions from greatest to least. So let me erase it, the least word and the greatest word in the question, and let me change it. Okay, so now we are doing it from greatest to least. Greatest means bigger value, and the least means the smallest value. So if you see the picture, so the greatest will be 3 by 3, because the whole rectangle is colored. So 3 by 3 goes first, and then the next smallest is 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 goes next, and the least one is 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 goes last. Okay, so now let me draw a rectangle. So this is a chocolate candy bar. Okay, so this is what is this? This is a candy bar. So what I want you to do is um, you have to share this chocolate candy bar equally among your friends. And you have 3 friends. Show me how will you share this chocolate candy bar to equally to all the 3 friends. What can you do? You have to give this candy bar equally to 3 friends. That means you have to share this chocolate candy bar among your friends. Okay, so how to do this? The first thing that you have to do is you can partition the candy bar, right? So let's partition this candy bar into 3 equal groups. How will you do it? So you can partition like so. So this candy bar, which is here, you can give it to 1 friend. And this candy bar, you can give it to the 2nd friend. And this candy bar, you can give it to the 3rd friend. So each of your friends will receive the candy in equal proportion. Okay, now let me draw a circle and divide it into 4 equal parts. Okay, so how many parts are there? How many equal parts are there? Equal parts. Equal parts is there are 4 equal parts. Okay, so let's see this one. So this part, how can you represent this part? So this part, how can you represent this part? So you can represent that part as 1/4, right? That is 1/4. And this is also 1/4. That means quarter. And this is also 1/4. This part is also 1/4. Okay? And then this part is also another 1/4, a quarter of the whole. Okay. If you see now, there is 1/4, a quarter here and a quarter there, right? How do you know? How can you find the value of 2/4? So I'll show you how to find the value of 2/4. 1/4 plus 1/4. So in this case, we have the same denominators 4. So we have the same denominators 4. Okay. So let's put the same denominator 4 on the bottom. And then let's add the numerators, which is on the top, which is 1 and 1. Okay, let's add the numerators on the top. 1 plus 1 is 2. So 2/4. 2/4, we can simplify the 2/4 as 1/2. So 1/4 plus 1/4 is 1/2. You know what is 1/2? 1/2 is called half, right? Okay, so now let me show you how to mention 1/2 on the drawing. So here the whole yellow part is 1/2. That means half of the whole. The whole half of the whole. So the yellow part is half of the whole. Okay, half. HALF. Half of the whole. Whole spelling is WHOLE. So if you see now, the blue part of the circle is also another half. If the yellow part is a half, the blue part is also another half, right? Yes, so the blue part is also another half. 1/2 is half. Let's add. Now let's find the whole. what is the value of, let's find the whole circle. So there is an yellow 1 by 2, yellow half, and there is also another blue half. Let's add both the halves. 1 by 2. Again, when we add two fractions that has the same denominator, if you see same denominator, that means it has 2 and 2 same denominator. So if the fractions have the same denominator, let's write the denominator as such. So I'm writing the same denominator too. And let me add only the numerators, which is on the top, which is 1 and 1. 1 plus 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2 by 2. So same number divided by same number. In division, same number divided by same number will be 1 whole. Okay, so if you see half and half becomes, so if you see half and half becomes 1 whole. Okay, there are two times here. One is 6:18 a.m. and the other time is 6:18 p.m. If you see in 6:18 a.m., most probably you will wake up in the morning and get ready to school. So that only happens in 6:18 a.m. That means that will be morning. Okay, and p.m. So 6:18 p.m. And this time, you would be more likely to be eating dinner. So at 6:18 p.m. is evening time. Remember, a.m. comes in the morning, and then p.m. Is evening time. Okay, 6:18 p.m. is in the morning, early morning, and then 6:18 p.m. is in the evening. Now it's time to learn tables. So you can get some table worksheet and you can work on it.